You know, we're constantly surrounded by sales and special offers, especially around the holidays. But have you ever really stopped to look past the discount and see that, well, the architecture behind the ad? So today, we're not talking about what to buy, but how we're persuaded to buy it. We're going to deconstruct a typical festive sales ad piece by piece.
Every great sales pitch starts with a connection. See, notice how this one doesn't kick off with a price or a product feature. Nope, it starts with emotion, with culture. It invites you to celebrate, tying the act of buying to a feeling, a shared tradition. That right there is the emotional core that makes you lean in and listen in the first place.
Okay, let's dive in. So the very first building block of any compelling offer is the context. It's about setting the stage. This is the whole reason the sale even exists. In this right here, this is the why. By anchoring the sale to Akshaya Tritiya, the brand isn't just throwing a random promotion out there. It's tapping into an existing belief system. Buying silver is no longer just a purchase, it's an act of bringing good fortune into your life. And just like that, the offer feels relevant and it gives you a powerful reason to pay attention. So, once the stage is set, we get to the next layer. What are they actually offering you? This is the core proposition, the heart of the deal itself.
And just look at the framing here. It's not called a simple discount or a sale. No, it's a special offer, gift-wrapped specifically for the festival. That one word, special, makes it feel exclusive, like it's been curated just for this moment, which immediately boosts how valuable we think it is.
And here's where it gets really clever. The ad doesn't just sell you a piece of silver, it sells solutions. Do you need a gift? Well, it's perfect for festive gifting. Want something for yourself? It's ideal for celebrations. The product is being positioned as the answer to very specific needs that pop up during this exact cultural moment.
All right, now let's get to the part that really grabs our attention. The numbers. This is where the deal starts to feel tangible, right?
It's the question we're all asking. So, how exactly does this ad answer it? Let's take a look. And there it is, the headline number, 8%. It's simple, it's clean, and it's super easy to grasp. This is the initial hook, the thing designed to communicate value in a split second. But wait, right after the hook comes the qualifier. And this number is just as important. This is the savings cap. It puts a limit on the offer, which helps the brand manage its costs while still making the deal look really attractive. And here's where we get the full picture. That big headline, 8% off, gets a little smaller when you see it's qualified by up to and on selected products. So the big takeaway here is that the real value of an offer is always in these conditions, the fine print that truly shapes the reality of the discount.
Okay, so the offer has been defined. We get the why and the what. But any effective marketing message always introduces the when. And it almost always does so by creating a sense of urgency.
The language here isn't subtle, is it? Don't miss this. And limited time. This isn't just information. It's a direct poke at our psychology. It triggers something called loss aversion. Our brains are actually wired to feel the pain of losing something way more than the pleasure of gaining it. In other words, FOMO, the fear of missing out.
And here is where that abstract idea of limited time becomes very, very real. A clear start and end date creates a definite window of opportunity. It's no longer some vague notion, it's a deadline you can see on the calendar. And that pushes you to think about it right now. All right, so after setting the scene, making a promise, and creating a sense of urgency, every great offer needs to do one final crucial thing. It has to tell you exactly what to do next. This is what we call the call to action, or CTA. It's a direct, simple instruction. The word now doubles down on that urgency we just talked about, and the link gives you a totally frictionless path to buy. It's all designed to close the loop and turn your interest into a purchase. So, let's do a quick recap of the anatomy we've just dissected. It all starts with the context, the cultural reason. Then it moves to the promise, the discount and all its conditions. Then it creates urgency with a deadline, and finally, it gives you a clear action to take. See how each step logically builds on the last one? It creates a complete and really persuasive message. At the end of the day, every offer is really just a fleeting opportunity. By understanding how they're built, from the emotional hook all the way down to the fine print, we can all become smarter, more discerning consumers. So the next time you see a special offer, you won't just see the deal, you'll see the entire blueprint behind it. The real question is, what will you look for?